Gon' clap it up, clap it up, now clap it up. Down and dirty on the field, make a mess and then I make them clean it up. Clean it up. On the field is not a drill, $50 million deals. Yeah, we get the cash for real, I make it from the smoke for real.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26. This defense for the Titans, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Wentz to Doyle there. First down, Colts.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight ends. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives him a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Fights loose. Again, powerful running. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. in this case is not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From midfield, here's Wentz. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
10th season now in the NFL for T.Y. Hilton, all of them with the Colts, and he went over the 600 catch mark last year for his career. He continues to be a reliable target downfield for Colts' new quarterback, Carson Wentz.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On second and goal, Wentz eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Touchdown, Titans!
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Wentz to throw again. Left side, Doyle with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. And Pascal's got it. Touchdown! Zach Pascal. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key, and it'll be a key to this, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wentz. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A third down gain of 19.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
58's Mike, 58's Mike. Here we go. Show it up.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. Three first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out Got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Really good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. First down and much more for Henry. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Henry relishing the chance. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Check right. Wide, get wide.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good. Coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Wentz now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz is going to float this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And Matthews has it right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 16 yards there. A Tennessee first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end middle of the field right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a first down.
Yeah, he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Fertzer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll look good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Wentz's throw here pulled in by Hilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. On first down, it's Henry, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Henry again on 2nd down. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Tannehill. Complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.